Hello everyone. In this video, we're going to talk about the continue and break statements in Python programming. These statements allow us to control the flow of our programs and skip or exit loops under certain conditions like we briefly discussed in our last tutorial. So let's dive in. Suppose we want to search for a specific value in a list and exit the loop as soon as we find it. We can achieve this using the break statement, which exits the loop when the condition is met. Let's see how we can do that. Okay, let's see what we are doing here. We have a list of numbers from 1 to 10 with the variable called numbers and a variable search underscore value set to 5. We use a for loop to iterate through each number in the numbers list. Inside the loop, it checks if the current number is equal to the search underscore value. If it is, it prints value is found, and then uses the break statement to exit the loops since the value has been found. If the current number is not equal to the search underscore value, it executes the else block and prints value not found. This process continues until all the numbers in the list have been checked. After running this code, if the search underscore value is found in the list, it will print value is found. Otherwise, it will print value not found for each number in the list. Let's see an example where both continue and break statements are used together in Python. What we will do is we'll try to find the first odd number greater than 10 in a list. Let me start the example. We'll go through it line by line. Okay, so in this example, we have a list of numbers. The objective is to find the first odd number greater than 10 in a list. We use a for loop to iterate through each number in the list. Inside the loop, we have two conditional statements. The first if statement checks if the current number, num, is less than or equal to 10. If it is, the continue statement is executed, which skips the rest of the code in that iteration and moves to the next number. The second if statement checks if the current number is even. If it is, the continue statement is executed, which skips the rest of the code in that iteration and moves to the next number. If the current number passes both conditions and is an odd number greater than 10, the found underscore number variable is assigned that value and the break statement is executed, which breaks out of the loop. After the loop, we check if a number was found. If found underscore number is not none, we print the message indicating the first odd number greater than 10. Otherwise, we print a message indicating that no such number was found. So if we run this now, we should get result of 15 since that's the first odd number in our list after 10. Okay, so in case you are wondering if you were to use while loops, then would it be possible or applicable in that scenario as well? Simple answer is yes, but it all depends on what exactly you are trying to achieve. Let's take a look at an example to see where you could use continue and break statements when using while loops. Okay, so let's see what we are doing here. So we have a while loop that will continue to execute as long as the condition I less than 10 is true. Inside the loop, we first increment the value of I by 1 using the statement I plus equals 1. This ensures that I will increase with each iteration. Next, we have an if statement that checks if I is divisible by 2, meaning an even number. If it is, the continue statement is executed, which skips the remaining code in that iteration and moves to the next iteration of the loop. After that, we print the value of I using the print I statement. This will output the current value of I if it is an odd number. Finally, we have another if statement that checks if I is equal to 7. If it is, the break statement is executed, which immediately terminates the loop and exits the loop execution. So let's run this now and we should see it printing all odd numbers. Overall, the code will iterate through numbers from 1 to 10, print only the odd numbers, and stop the loop execution when I reaches 7. Okay, so let's have a look at a real-world scenario now and try to calculate the sum of positive numbers in a list. Suppose we have a list of numbers and we want to calculate the sum of only the positive numbers in the list. We can use the continue statement to skip negative numbers and the break statement to stop the loop if we encounter a specific condition. Let's see how we could do that. In this scenario, we have a list of numbers 5, minus 2, 10, minus 8, 3, 7, minus 4. Our goal is to calculate the sum of only the positive numbers in the list. We use a for loop to iterate through each number in the list. Inside the loop, we have conditional statements. The if statement checks if the current number, num, is less than 0, which indicates a negative number. If it is, the continue statement is executed, skipping the rest of the code in that iteration and moving to the next number. If the number is positive, we add it to the sum underscore positive variable using the statement sum underscore positive plus equals numbers. This allows us to accumulate the sum of positive numbers. Additionally, we have another if statement that checks if the sum underscore positive exceeds a specific threshold, in this case 20. If it does, the break statement is executed, which terminates the loop execution, even if there are remaining numbers in the list. After the loop completes, we print the final sum of positive numbers. So if we run this now, we should have the result of 25. The code skips the negative numbers, minus 2 and minus 8, adds the positive numbers, 5, 10, 3, 7, and stops the loop when the sum exceeds 20. The final sum of positive numbers is 25. With this, let's end this lesson here. I hope you learned from today's lesson and understand the concept of using continue and break statements in Python. Don't forget to share your feedback with us and subscribe to our channel to keep us going and making more easy Python programming tutorials. Let's catch up in the next lesson.